What's good, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna be reacting to well, I did upload a poll first. I just want to say I uploaded a poll and you guys saw that I put Penn Badgley on there. I hope that's how you say his name. From you, okay? AKA Joe, the crazy Joe, psychopath Joe. Y'all know. Anyway, and y'all think this got like I think this was in third place type shit. I don't remember for sure though. But anyway, I got two videos to react to for y'all, and this one is a 2-in-1. First, I'm gonna get into Penn Badgley hating Joe Goldberg for 4 minutes straight, and then I'm gonna go to the Wired episode where he was on there answering the web's most searched questions. So, I'm gonna like this video. Please make sure y'all like this video up. If you guys want me to continue reacting to some you stuff, let me know down below. I think this is the first time or the second. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Have I mentioned that Joe is a murderer and he should not be trusted? Have I mentioned that?
Yes, I think so. Once or twice.
Joe's fucking crazy, that's why. Penn is cool.
Really, ultimately, my conversations with them that made me overcome my pesky moral conflict over playing such a guy. What does Joe need? Joe needs death. Death.
But it's a love story. What world?
I don't believe that's love. I don't believe that love equals this. So I think there's a question: what is love? And if we think this is love, where are we mistaken? Definitely wants to find true love. No. And do you think actually? Okay. To be fair to his humanity, because we all need to worry about Joe's humanity more. Yeah, I think he does want to find true love, but he has no effing clue where to find it or how. Which is, like a lot of us. And do you think that he's found that with love? No. No. They both kill people, okay? How could that be true love? I don't want to police people's feelings anymore. It's really exhausting. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna keep murdering. He's gonna keep stalking. He's gonna keep Joeing it up. And people are gonna...
Hey, I'm actually happy to see that Penn hates Joe's character as much as I do, okay? Because if you guys know Just Us, the reactors, the group of reactors, I like to watch their reactions to different shows, and I'm watching their reactions to you. And the first season, they were really fucking with Joe, and I'm just like, what? Like, I know that the writers kind of schemed to kind of make us want to like the main character, even though he is actually the antagonist. It's kind of weird, but like, I'm just like, how can you like Joe? Or like, and I just don't know. I just don't know. He don't like him, so hey, I feel just fine.
He's gonna keep Joeing
Stalking is creepy. Murdering is crazy.
Love it.
Love it up.
We're gonna hashtag. We're gonna be here in a year talking about season 3.
Yeah, we hope so.
Because I, as a person reading it and having to do it, I was horrified. I was just like, it's getting really intense.
To be a father, which
yeah,
I don't know if that's good or real bad. Yeah, it's real bad.
It's bad.
But you have been.
It doesn't kill love because she's pregnant, and I mean it's kind of silly in a way. It's like, why do you value that human life? So because it's yours. You prick. Joe actually was trying to start fresh. Yeah, you are a clown.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
true.
bro. He's not gonna start fresh. He can't change.
You really don't get many breaks. A lot.
With this guy, no, he's a clown suit that doesn't come off until the end. Logline when it was on Lifetime was how far are you willing to go for love? But I was always like, no, that's not.
Ooh.
That's not what that is.
This is not love. This is not love.
To me, it's like, how far are we willing to go to forgive an evil white man? Well, yeah, we gotta torture the guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't ever want anything bad to happen to Penn on any level. But Joe, it's really fun to chop off his finger in an episode or make him puke and faint. He deserves everything bad that happens to him.
Yeah.
I would bring them all back to life and kill Joe. I don't find it addictive because I have to beat him.
Yeah.
He's a pretty reprehensible guy. But you start to discover his true motives pretty early on, like 8 minutes into the show. He's a guy who's capable of stalking. He's a guy who's capable of murder. He's a guy who's capable of a lot of manipulation. I disagree with Joe Possibly more than anyone. Like, I really, you know, and I disagree that it's a love story. I don't see it the same way as anyone else. I think because of the things I had to do to play Joe. Kind of looks like a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
mean, you see,
relationship.
when he said he doesn't see it the same way.
You know, and I disagree that it's a love story. I don't see it the same way as anyone else. I think because
As anyone else. So, like, he's, like, thinking the people that actually think this stuff is, like, the love part about it, and you know, they just see it as a good thing, but it's really not. And, like, that's what makes You a really great show to me. Like, just how crazy it is, and how it can kind of have your mind a little twisted, because it's like you want to root for this guy, because you get his point of view for literally, like, almost everything. So you really only know, like, what he's thinking, how he's feeling, and all that. But even when he's murdering these people and manipulating these people, people still want to root for him, and I'm just like, oh, hell no. This dude is crazy. I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? But Love was crazy, too. Love was... And Beck did not deserve what she got, okay? That's what Just Us was saying, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Beck did not deserve any of that. You know, no matter if she cheated or did that, nobody deserves to be murdered because of something, like anything, pretty much, except for there's exclusions. Y'all know the line, but cheating is not across that line to be on the murder list.
the things I had to do to play Joe. Kind of looks like a lot of relationships we see, and then he just goes to a length that you wish he wouldn't go to. But then you're even praying for him. Not, you're just like, man, did you just, no, okay, you've done it 7 times. God damn it. If you just don't do it the 8th time, like, I'll be with you. I'll keep going on this journey with you somehow. For him, that I want him to cease to exist.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, bro, you're so wrong and far from the truth.
Yeah. Out their interests and hobbies via social media and sneakily mention them into your conversations.
That's again. This is.
But it's out there.
You've done something good with this show because I just can't tell.
How exactly does one get rid of a body? The things you do for love.
No, come on, Joe. Like you've never done that before.
How do you get rid of a body?
You shouldn't watch it because I'm an abusive, stalker, obsessive, compulsive man. We're done.
Manipulative.
Hello.
But hey, I enjoyed that video. I'm glad that, like I said, I'm glad Penn, he's just as much of a Joe hater as I am. All right. Y'all let me know, though. Are y'all on the Joe side or anti-Joe? All right. So let's go ahead and get into him answering the web's most searched questions on Wired.
Hello.
If you made it this far, make sure you like the video up.
Is the Wired autocomplete interview. Joe Goldberg, hey you. Has this person seen the show? It's hello. Hello you.
Yeah. It's fun to hear him say that.
What does
Penn
Penn Badgley think of you? I like you. I mean, I don't know you, but I think I like you. Oh, it's the show, of course. I like it. I'm indebted to the creators. I love the experience for what it's been, which is very intense. Very, very intense. But I like you. And I love you. Did Penn Badgley know Dan was Gossip Girl? No. Certainly not in the beginning. Nobody knew. The writers they've been clear about this. They had to decide who it was in the last season, you know, for like a finale. And I think he made the most sense. I found out, I think just right before we started shooting the episode. I really didn't know it was coming down the pike. But in the end, I'm happy to wear the crown, the moniker. Why is Penn Badgley Twitter Cardi B? Is that a sentence? The world may never know. First of all, Cardi was the first one to switch her icon. And then I was like, I think I have to switch my icon now. Cardi B has just made me her icon. I think I need to make her mine. I texted a few friends. I was like, hey, what picture of her should I use? Like, what? I had to do some catch up. I did use a little quick Google search. And then I saw there was this whole thing behind the wig. And I was like, that's the one. And it worked. How old was Penn Badgley in Easy A? Older than high school. Criminally old to be playing a high schooler. 22 at least.
That's not that old to be playing high school.
You know, broad-shouldered Penn Badgley. 23-year-old Penn Badgley. Playing a teenager. I do love Lobster Todd. Who doesn't? Get out of here. Go Google yourself. Huh? What? What? Question, what? Answer, Penn Badgley. Okay. What band is Penn Badgley
He's in a band?
in? It's called Mother, spelled with an X. Tragically hipster X. Because of legal reasons, by the way. It's MOTHXR. We wanted the E, but there are several other mothers, and one of them served us a cease and desist letter. In person, actually. We were outside of a show. He just strolled up to me after we'd played, and I was talking to some people. He said, "Are you Penn Badgley?" And I was like, "Yeah," because a lot of people outside of the shows would ask me that. And then he goes, "Oh, here."
You've been served.
Hands me the cease and desist. And I was like, "Oh, we're going to have to change our name." What part of
He's in a
Baltimore
band.
is
That's
Penn
cool.
Badgley
He does
from?
look like
Okay,
he's
so I
in
was
like a
born in
band, a
Baltimore,
rock band or
Johns
something.
Hopkins. I was in the NICU for a while, so I might have been in the hospital for a few weeks. My parents at the time was in Annapolis, and then I was in Richmond, Virginia, and then I kept moving as a kid, so I really don't know Baltimore. People give me a lot of credit for being from Baltimore. I'm not like super from there. A lot of my family is. They know it well. I don't. What I like about you, Penn Badgley. You might be thinking, like, what do I like about you, starring Penn Badgley? No, that's not what that's saying. That is a show starring Amanda Bynes. She had a sitcom called What I Like About You. And I guest starred in an episode, which was a cross-promotion at the time for the show that I was starring in on the same network, called Do-Over, which you've never heard of and never seen. What is Penn Badgley
sounds
doing
familiar.
now? This. Now we're doing Joe Goldberg. Not a real man. Joe Goldberg, hey you? Has this person seen the show? It's hello. Hello you. Hey you. That's nice. Hey. Oh, he might say hey you. I think he says hey you like, hey you. In a bathtub. I think he says it. Who does Joe Goldberg love? Nobody. Let's be careful now. Nobody. I mean, I always knew that Love was going to die. I did not think she was going to kill him. I knew that the show had too long left to go. Joe Goldberg doesn't even love himself. This is the thing. Some people might say, like, men are trash, this self-centered narcissistic thing. Like, narcissists don't love themselves. They can't love themselves, and therefore they can't love anybody. That's my understanding of, like, the emotional and mental reality of love and self-love. Why is Joe Goldberg likable? Well, because I play him. Probably not very well. Meaning, if he was a real serial killer, maybe he wouldn't be that likable. It's my fault. I'll go ahead and take it. I'll take it. I'll take the fall. It's my fault.
Nah, you did good at playing him, that's for sure.
From you memes. Yeah, that's one of the best parts of the show, let's be honest. That's like our B-roll, are the memes, which you are responsible for, so thank you. Joe Goldberg. Where does Joe Goldberg get his money? Yeah, where does he get his money? Same place that, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger got all his bullets in what those movies he was in. The movies. He got them from Hollywood. So technically, he got it from Love's Family in season 3. In season 2, I mean, let's be real, making one of those cages, of which he's made, like, several now, that would cost like $35,000 at least. I mean, he's not paying anybody for the manual labor. He's doing it himself, which also is remarkable. It's a good question. Keep Googling. How did Joe Goldberg get to Paris? With his money. What personality type is Joe from you? I feel like I just heard this recently. I feel like I just heard, what's in it? INFJ. Introverted something. It's like it's an introverted something feeler. He's not that. He's a fiction of your imagination. And he's a murderer. What is Joe Goldberg's kill count? Somebody just told me that entering into season 4, it's 10. That may be accurate. If you would have asked me, I would have said something like 13. Does Joe from you get caught?
I don't know.
Watch the show. He kind of does. He gets caught repeatedly, and he gets away.
Yeah, every time.
It's a wily little Goldberg. The question is, will he get caught? Well, that's a secret I'll never tell. Is he going to say it? Is he going to say it? Is he going to say it? I'm not going to say it. Bye! Penn Badgley. Favorite books? So it used to be Kurt Vonnegut was my favorite author. I really loved Galapagos, which is not like the one that Kurt Vonnegut fans name. I've read 2 books of fiction in the last 10 or 11 years. Swing Time by Zadie Smith and Parable of the Sower. Favorite book? I'll stick with Galapagos, Kurt Vonnegut. What's Penn Badgley's son and you? My real son? No. Next question. Does Penn Badgley like playing Joe? Playing Joe has been very enriching. I do like it. I like it the way you like going to the gym when you know you might throw up. You ever done CrossFit? I haven't, but, I know that it can be intense.
Makes sense.
It's a little bit like that. Is Penn Badgley nice? It's not really for me to answer, is it? I'll leave that up to you. Bye. Who does Penn Badgley look like? Myself. Thank you very much. I've heard John Mayer. I've heard countless other white guys on television around my age who've been on CW shows and other things like that. Dylan O'Brien, right? Shout out to Dylan O'Brien. I'm not sure that we do look alike, but I hear that.
It's the hair.
Did Penn Badgley drop out of middle school? Yep. I technically tested out of high school early, stopped going to middle school, skipped high school, started taking college courses so I could work adult hours while I was working in television and film, which all children should do. I didn't drop out of middle school. I dropped out of childhood. Is Penn Badgley vegan? No. I might seem it. It's sometimes it's a compliment, sometimes it's offensive. But no, I was vegan. I have done it before, but I'm not vegan.
I don't know
Penn Badgley,
how to
first
take
TikTok was a hit. What rock are you living under next? Penn Badgley dancing. Yeah, I mean my first love, singing and dancing. It's a search term. You know, sometimes I wonder how we got here. Who is Penn Badgley married to? Domino Kirk Badgley. Domino Susie Kirk Badgley. We've been married for pushing on 6 years.
Domino.
Happy anniversary, baby. We have 2 kids. We have 2 dogs. We have an apartment in New York City. I mean, you know, living the life.
Period. He is living the life.
There's more questions than I thought it would be, so I'm good. I'm good if you're good. I want you to be good, but I'm good.
Okay, so I'm seeing his wife, Domino Kirky, right here. Okay. I see. All right, y'all, so that was Penn Badgley. First, he was, talking about how much he disliked Joe. And then this video was him answering web's most searched questions, which were pretty crazy and weird as I thought they would be. They're usually pretty out of the blue and crazy. So, yeah. But I enjoyed learning more about this guy, Penn, and then also learning what he thinks about Joe and the show You. I thought that was very interesting as well because I finished You. Yeah, and I thought it was really good, honestly. I thought the ending was how I wanted it to be. All right, y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Stay tuned and stay lit. Yeah.